legend. As the applause died down in the classroom, Grandpa began again. But this was no time for celebration. We knew the enemy would be back, and soon. In even greater numbers than before. The Battle of Britain had well and truly begun. As for my squadron, I lost 4 brave pilots that day. The old man's eyes glistened with tears. The entire class sat in stunned silence. So this was a history lesson. Could be? The boy sitting next to Jack turned to him and whispered, "Your grandpa is a legend." "I know," replied Jack and smiled. "Well, thank you very much for your time, Mr. Bunting," said Miss Verity loudly, breaking the spell. "We are nearing the end of the lesson now. I have my red chalk poised at the ready. We need to note down all those facts. So please could you tell us all the year this happened?" "The year?" replied Grandpa. "Yes, I need to put it on the board. If my pupils are to have any hope of passing their exam next term, we need to know facts, and yet more facts." The old man looked at the teacher confused. "It's this year." "What do you mean, this year?" asked the teacher. "This year, madam, 1940. The class chuckled uncertainly. Surely the old man was joking. Jack shifted uncomfortably in his seat. Miss Verity gave everyone another of her famous death stares, and they were silent once more. "You seriously think this is 1940? "Yes, of course it's 1940. King George VI is on the throne, and Mr. Churchill is the Prime Minister." No, Mr. Bunting. This is 1983. "It can't be." Yes. Queen Elizabeth II is on the throne, and the wonderful Miss Thatcher is the Prime Minister. Grandpa did not look at all convinced. In fact, he stared at the teacher, and the teacher as if she was bonkers. "Miss, a lady Prime Minister? You must have screw loose, madam." "I think it is you who has the screw loose, Mr. Bunting." "Well, thank you so much for your so informative visit," said the teacher sarcastically. "Now, goodbye," as if shooting a pigeon. Miss Verity ushered the old man out of his chair. Under her breath, she muttered to the class, "No need to write down a thing," the old man said. "After all, he doesn't know what year it is, and he is still wearing his slippers." Poor Grandpa stood at the front of the class. He had been soaring in the sky. Now he looked like he had crash-landed on the ground. Jack's heart ached for him. Dring! The bell rang, not a moment too soon. The boy had never been so relieved. A lesson had ended. Jack pushed past the other children to get to his grandfather as they all shambled out of the classroom. It had gone from being the best history class ever to the absolute worst. Just as Jack reached Grandpa, Miss Verity called to the boy. "Jack, may I have a word, please?" "A moment, sir," said the boy to his grandpa as he plodded over to his teacher. "Promise you will never bring your grandfather into my classroom again," the lady hissed. "I promise," replied Jack angrily. "There's no way I am bringing him back here." The boy spun round and reached out for his granddad's hand. His old skin felt almost like a child's, soft and silky. "Come along, Wing Commander. Let's return to base." I don't understand," muttered the old man. "Was the briefing not clear? Did I let you know?" Seeing the grandfather like this, I was hard not to cry, but Jack was determined to be strong. "No, Wing Commander, you didn't. You never have, and you never will."